Hey guys, this is IrieStarcraft and I'm back to cast another game for you. This one is going to be a 2 versus 2 and it will be on the Boneyard. That's right. The Boneyard, one of the new 2v2 maps, so it should be pretty exciting. I'll explore the map here in just a second. First I want to introduce the players. They're going to be BoSs, the red Protoss, and haCkCarlos, the teal Zerg player. Their opponents will be Ash, the blue Zerg, and his teammate will be FlareStar, the purple Terran. It looks like some pleasantries are being exchanged here, and I have definitely cast some games from haCkCarlos as well as Ash on my channel, so this should be pretty cool, and of course FlareStar. And so anyway, this map, the Boneyard, one of the new 2v2 maps, looks pretty cool. I've not actually played any games on this yet, but you can see that there is a natural expansion that is extremely well protected back here behind both of these bases, which are pretty much shared. There's a little distance here, but they're pretty much shared base. And there's one main ramp going up the gut, up the middle here, and it is a pretty small ramp, so it could easily be walled off, and it looks like neither team, however, is going to be bothering with that, as it is Zerg Protoss versus Zerg Terran. And if you see Ash here, I'm used to seeing Ash play Protoss, so this is quite odd. And so Ash playing a new race, I guess, Zerg, and maybe he's just randoming it up, or this is his new thing, man. And so it looks like we did have a 10 pool here, and 6 Zerglings are on the way for Ash. That's scouted by BoSs, and FlareStar looks to be going for a Hellion build himself. Some pings going off. Apparently, bottom team has not scouted where the opponent is yet. And BoSs standard build here with the Cybernetics core, and haCkCarlos, meanwhile, with a much later spawning pool, will be going defensive here, and we are getting double overlords. I think that may have been an accident, something that I am definitely guilty of on Zerg, and Zerglings running over to this location will quickly discover that there's nobody here. There's nobody home, and so we'll see where they go from there. Probably going to go across the map and check out what is the haps, but there will be a Zealot out, most likely. There's no Zealot out yet. The second gateway is just now on the way at the end of this Cybernetics core. It's a little different than how I usually do my build order, but BoSs probably has a better clue than I do. And a third gateway on the way already, and the Zerglings are inside BoSs' base. The Zerglings are going right for one of these pylons. The probes have been pulled off the line by BoSs, and haCkCarlos has 4 of his own Zerglings. However, the probes have left BoSs' Zerglings, and Ash really wants to take out this pylon, but it's going to be quite difficult with these Zerglings harassing him from haCkCarlos. However, Ash is continuing to stream Zerglings in here. His metabolic boost speed is going to be done much sooner than haCkCarlos as well. And now probes are being pulled off the line again from BoSs, and he is even throwing out a third pylon to make sure all of these buildings do not get unpowered. And Ash doing some great harassment right now, keeping all of these probes off of the mineral line, just dancing these Zerglings back and forth. And now that the speed has finished, he could straight up engage haCkCarlos' Zerglings. It looks like he is going to do that, and still trying to keep lots of his Zerglings alive at the same time. There's also a Baneley's Nest on the way for haCkCarlos, so keep that in mind. It could get very interesting very quick here. And a couple of Hellions are up in here for FlareStar, and that is going to spell a huge disaster for haCkCarlos and BoSs, as the Hellions are beginning to torch up the probes. The probes are running for their lives. The Banelings are beginning to morph in for haCkCarlos. There will be 6 Banelings coming out here. I don't believe Ash and FlareStar know about these Banelings or the Baneling tech yet, so they could be in for a surprise. However, most of the Zerglings seem to have been killed now by these Zealots, and all is left are these Hellions here from FlareStar. And now the Banelings are coming in, going to try and blow up 3 of them on the Hellions, and it looks like some of them are going to be coming down towards these Zerglings. These Banelings are going to force Ash to run away, and 1 Stalker out here and 1 Sentry looks like will deflect this attack here. A pretty standard 10 pool plus Hellion rush from Ash and FlareStar. It looks to be deflected for the time being. However, BoSs is in a world of hurt here. Sorry about that. I was checking the probe line, and looks like Ash is just going to straight up engage this. Oh no, Ash taking out all of Carlos's Zerglings and then running right into the Baneling trap. So Boss still very much alive in this game. Ash, after losing all of those Zerglings, is going to be licking his wounds, I should say. He is throwing down a Roach one and going for that tech switch. He's got 2 Zerglings up here, trying to pick off some drones. Doesn't look like that is going to happen. However, FlareStar is really trying to pick off some drones, and it doesn't look like that is going to happen. So a decent defense there. But if the bottom team keeps on the pressure, this game may be over because the economic damage has been done. Boss's income is completely shot. And Carlos is far enough behind now himself. So we have more Hellions on the way, and the Roach Warren is done, and however, no Roaches are on the way yet. But Carlos getting some more Banelings warping in right at the top of this ramp. Some force fields trying to block these Hellions from getting in. That is a very, very tall order to try and block Hellions that quickly, and FlareStar just sacrificing these to try and kill drones, but it doesn't look like he's really able to kill much. I only saw 1 drone die there. So, gotta be careful about sending little groups of Hellions at one time. I know you got the right idea, but when the other team knows it's coming, it oftentimes is not worth it. Just go ahead and mass up those Hellions and bring them in with your Marauders when you try and make a death push here. You see FlareStar has been beefing up with Marauders. There are now 6 Roaches out here for Ash. I expect to see a death march from the bottom team coming very soon. Boss desperately trying to get that economy going. And he's going to try and use these sentries to the best ability that he possibly can. A couple of force fields may give him a small chance in this battle, but these Marauders and Roaches are so beefy against the Banelings that is going to be GG. haCkCarlos calls GG. And GG's around, and that is going to do it for this game. So, very well played by the bottom team. A nice job switching tech there into Marauders and into Roaches. And cool to see a game played on one of the new maps. I like this map. This map is pretty cool, so hopefully we'll see some more good games on this map. Anyway, so I want to say thank you to Ash for sending me this replay, and that is going to do it for me. This is IrieStarcraft, and peace out.